seconds remaining.
The undying waits.
Well, squaddies, I was being quiet there for a second because I was dealing with a message from my best friend, but welcome back to Randota. As always, I'm D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. Just dropped into this all-pit game, and I gotta say, I've seen a lot of Rubik recently. Not that it's a bad thing, Rubik's a fun guy to play.
Tinker.
Wait, what? So we've got Lich, Rubik, Phantom Assassin, and Ursa on the Radiant versus an Undying Bounty Hunter Tinker Enigma combo.
Remaining.
Weaver. Tugna.
Pugna and a Weaver for the final picks. Pugna's also been getting quite a bit of work. Ursa, a little less, but still popular. Which is funny, because for the longest time, Ursa was, like, if you were a pro game, if you were at a pro tournament and you picked Ursa, you'd have probably been laughed off the stage. See how this goes, though, because we are in.
My friend.
So many pews. Sorry, kitty. One of my cats was actually sitting with me for a bit. Alright, let's start off with the top lane for the Dire, because it looks like we've already got the splits going. So, to start with, we have Talala playing the Undying for the Dire in the top lane, helping out Sick AF on the Weaver. Yes, I'm an abbreviated like that, deal with it. They're up against Neslabi. I think Neslabi, I don't know. Playing on the Rubik. And Goji, or Gogi, playing on the Ursa. Mid lane for the Dire, we have a name I can't possibly pronounce, playing on the Tinker. But we're going to pay attention to the top lane for the moment, because Neslabi found himself in some serious trouble already. Oh, or maybe not so serious. Anyway, mid lane for the Radiant, we have Perfection of Light playing on the Pugna. Okay, seriously guys, can you just let me do my intro first, please? Before we get the bloodbath going? I'm really glad you guys are really trying to kill each other. Because this is Dota, this is what you're supposed to do. It's a game of murdering people. But I'd like to at least get my intro done. We're just going to follow this for a minute, because it's... Ursa and Rubik versus Weaver Undying is a weird combo. Alright, well I got a breath. Well I got a chance. We have Dota 2 on the Enigma for the Dire in the bottom lane, alongside Rebirth on the Bounty Hunter. They're up against Asta on the Phantom Assassin, and Battle God playing the Lich for the Radiant. There, finally. Back here on the top lane, Gogi and Talala have just been exchanging punches to the face. Gotta say, it's surprising to see a Bounty Hunter as well. I haven't seen this guy in a while. I mean, he got some play at the International, and he's getting some play in the majors or in the qualifiers, but just him on the whole.
And I didn't miss it.
First blood going to Rubik on the Undying. So one of the less tanky mage characters killing one of the tankier melee guys. Another decay. The Ursa falls though, so And the Weaver was going to pick up that kill. Gogi comes right back in. Neslabi just launches a punch at Talala. So it's kind of an even split, although so far the Weaver is coming out on top for this because he's the only one that's at level 2. Well, that, and now the Undying is. Kind of strange that the First Blood didn't get Rubik and Ursa higher up, but they haven't been getting much farm. They're both sitting at, they're 1 and 0 respectively. Oh, and the throw gets the Undying up to the top. He's stuck up there for a good while, for 15 seconds at least, until his TP comes off cooldown. Well played by the Rubik. That's some good time. They could get some good harass here on the Weaver. Could do some good farm. There's the Undying finally escaping. That's a great use of Rubik's telekinesis. You don't see that as much anymore, mostly because most high-level players they're wise to that trick. Oh, Battle God on the bottom lane falls, but oh, the Bounty Hunter's gonna go down here. Oh no, he's not, because Salve is no longer cancelled by towers. I think you guys can hear that car alarm going off in the background.
Double damage.
If not, oh well. Yeah, if Asta had actually managed to get there in time, probably could have gotten a good kill on the bounty. Alright, so Blur is no longer a passive. Meanwhile, Pugna in the mid lane falling to the Tinker and the Bounty Hunter. Oh, cool, so Janata now steals unreliable gold. Meanwhile, the Rubik dies on the top lane right under his own tower. I'm also checking for any big changes.
That was genius. Illusion.
Doesn't look like we got one. Gogi's gonna get out, not gonna get out of this one. If he'd had lifesteal, he could have, but so far it looks like the only real actually, I never did check Pugna. No. Pugna's basically the same. They might have changed his stat line a little bit. What the? What was that? Oh! Oh, that's Lich's new Frost Shield. Sinister Gaze? Enemy causing him toward a point between the two of you. Then he still got Chain Frost, but it...
Mad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now!
So you no longer have Sacrifice as Lich. Meanwhile, Neslabi is having a tough time with her, but that said, Sick AF goes down as well. Gogi is still alive. For the moment. Undying picking up his first kill of the game. Oh, there's the tombstone. Oh, in comes the Bounty Hunter with the Janata. Pick up. Bounty Hunter's now up on the top, but he's already got his DP ready, so. Weaver picking up the kill on Neslabi. He's at 5 and 1 so far. He's got over half his team's kills. That's not great. I mean, it's the triple Wraith ban, which is becoming a lot more common to see at start. But Enigma falls near the bottom lane. Phantom Assassin getting that one. Pick up, toss down for Talala. Oh, but he is not. Say he's not gonna make it out of this. Because Gogi, once Ursa's got.
It's working.
If you can't get away from Ursa, you're basically dead. 150 gold for Gogi right there as he takes out the tombstone. Meanwhile, the Lich dies, as does the Rubik. So the Radiant have fallen down in a 2-to-1 ratio on kills so far. They're down by 2k gold as well.
We're detecting high levels of suck acid, Captain.
That said, their Pugna's farming well. You get here just as the Phantom Assassin dies.
Middle tower, everyone, go now.
Tinker is already doing his farming out in the... He's already started jungle farming. That said, Perfection of Light has taken down the first tower at 7.5 minutes. Because it's a Pugna, and he's already got level 4 Nether Blast. Nether Blast. Why am I having trouble saying that? I don't know. And Pugna with level 4 Nether Blast is one of the best siegers in the game. I said sieger, not seizure. Yeah, I forget what that helmet's called. Codicil of the Veiled Ones. And they've also got the Manifold Paradox, which is a neat sword set, I gotta say. They use the Phantom Strike, but not gonna be able to get it. Bounty Hunter in trouble here as he's trying to run from Pugna. Janata gets him a little bit of gold, but playing Ring Around the Tree. Pugna's like, well, okay, you want to do that, I'll just blow up the tree. He gets the kill there on the Bounty Hunter, so... And, oh, Sick AF has to use his time lapse, but it's not quite enough as Ursa just walks over and starts punching him again. This is where Ursa starts to get scary. If he can get the money for a Morbid Mask, then he's basically got what he needs. That said, he did just die.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Yeah. Ursa's at 1 and 4. There's the Frost Armor from the Lich going on Dota 2. It doesn't do a lot of damage. He was regenerating all that health, but they still get the kill because of the slow. In comes Talala. Lich is in trouble here. If he was level 6, this would be a lot easier, but he's not. Pugna comes in. There's another blast that catches Rebirth. Battle God turns around, doesn't quite make it out of there before Shuriken takes him in the back of the head. Rubik comes in, cleans up the Bounty Hunter with a Fade Bolt, and the Phantom Assassin's here as well. They're going to cut down the Undying, so it ends up being a 3-for-1.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pugna's already starting siege on the bottom one. On the bottom tier 1. Oh! The Phantom Strike gets Asta away just before the black hole hits. Granted, that doesn't save you from taking a rocket to the face, but... Question is, what is Pugna gonna go for? So what does the courier have on it? Oh, the Phantom Assassin actually takes down the Undying. Right there. Is that a solo kill? Not quite. Rubik and Lich were there to help too.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Guys, you need to defend here.
Already, Pugna has reduced this tier 1 to just shy of... There goes the... I was say, it's no longer deniable because it's gone. Also remember, Fade Bolt can actually chain indefinitely. It doesn't do a lot of damage if it keeps going, but it can always jump. Phantom Strike forward with the Frost Armor. There was the Hypnotic Gaze from Battle God. Dota 2 is going to go down here. They do lose the Lich to get the Enigma, though, and they also lose the Phantom Assassin. Can they save the Rubik? Not with the zombies chasing him. And by zombies, I mean the little one and the big thing. Laser kill from the Tinker, though. He's got his Soul Ring, he's got his Bauble, he's got his Boots of Travel. Tinker is about to be annoying.
Bad news. Middle tower. Everyone, go!
This is where Earth Shock would be great for Ursa.
Green dudes. Something bad is happening.
Gucci forward. Ursa turns, just goes on Gogi. But he doesn't. He still doesn't have a lifesteal. Actually, I don't know. No. Speeded Pugna. He does have his life. He does have life steal or life drain. Oh, he doesn't have. He didn't have the mana for another blast, so just a crapified Tinker for nothing, effectively. Rubik steals. Shadow Walk. Invisible Rubik. That's mildly unsettling. Not as bad as it could be if he stole something bigger, like, oh, say, a black hole. Lich needs to get to level 6. And in fact, they just might with this, because that frost armor plus Asta there, they're gonna get it. There's the ultimate. That's the chain frost. It's gonna bounce, not gonna catch anybody, or not gonna kill anybody, but it catches a lot and does a ton of damage, mostly to Rebirth. That said, Asta does fall, but Rubik comes in with a Fade Bolt from behind. Doesn't stop a double kill for the Tinker. There's a zombie. Ursa's coming in. They can't slow down the Undying anymore, but did he? He stole. Rubik stole Flesh Golem. I've never actually seen Rubik use Flesh Golem before. This could be funny. I hope he uses it. That'd be, because I really want to see Rubik transforming into a Flesh Golem. It'd be funny to me. Granted, his attack range is larger than the aura, but Pugna has decided I'm going to siege every tower. You know, I'm going to destroy tier 1s, then tier 2s. There's the mini Rubik Flesh Golem. Meanwhile, oh, the black hole catches the Pugna. The Tinker did take out the Phantom Assassin as well. Rubik has died, but Pugna is still alive. They get the bounty hunter with the Ursa, but they're not going to save the Pugna.
That's a twofer.
Cooldown? Oh wow, cooldown on Chain Frost is a lot lower.
Green dude's top thing is about to get knocked over.
So they lose 3 for 1 across the map, but
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Tinker takes a one-shot Chain Frost to the head, but actually ends up getting the kill on the Lich. Not a great trade. Or not a great... Not the best way to try to fight that, but...
It's working!
Oh, Gogi's gonna get hit. He's tracked up. The rockets are coming. As are the lasers. It's like, come back here with my money. He's got the Morbid Mass now, so he's got some good regen, but... Also, another thing, you do get you now have a dedicated slot for your town portal. It doesn't take up any other inventory space, and it also doesn't share a cooldown with the Boots of Travel now. What is that? A crown? That's a new one. I've never seen a crown before in this game.
Now that's just shoddy construction.
Double kill for the Tinker as he's on a monster streak already. The Undying falls. Track from the bounty hunter. Asta's got to know about this.
No green dudes. Something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Double rockets coming in for Asta. That's gonna be it. Illidan did manage to take down Rebirth though, so it's not a complete loss. Ursa falling to the Tinker. They've got to find an answer for Boosh here. In fact, they might have with that Chain Frost. They're gonna get it. That Malefice kept Battle God from actually stopping the Enigma from escaping, maybe.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Tier 1, or Tier 2, for the Radiant on top is under threat, but not much. Huh, extra Shikuchi damage from the Weaver. Dust out, they caught the Weaver, but he manages to time-lapse it off, so he had to know that something bad was coming for him. Lich with the Frost Armor, he's going to take a rocket, which is not going to be stopped by the Frost Armor. Meanwhile, the Undying does fall, as is the Lich. And now there's a Pugna under threat. Weaver fires at the Phantom Assassin, but everybody is tracked up right now. The Rubik is going to be the next target, but Shikuchi gets stolen. Rubik's gotta effectively get back to the fountain before this hits. As does Pugna. Triple kill for the Tinker.
Yo, good guys. Middle tower got owned. What you gonna do?
Those rockets, man.
Dire structures are fortified.
Angry bear. And these do 350 damage and you can't evade them. Actually, I guess you can. He's not a gaze on the Tinker. He's stuck there. Chain Frost comes out. It's only a 2-hitter, but it's gonna be enough. They're gonna get the Tinker finally. Asta getting that kill. Meanwhile, the top tier 2 is gone for the Radiant. What is that? Deadly Grace. Oh, okay. I think I have that, actually. I don't play Phantom Assassin very often. Pugna going on the Enigma does about a third of his life with one Nether Blast. Track onto Rubik. The dust catches the bounty hunter, but they're going the wrong way. This is still a pretty even game. Oh, Track gets stolen. Hypnotic Gaze onto the Bounty Hunter, and there's a Fade Bolt to finish him off alongside Illidan Stormrage actually getting the kill, but... Flesh Golem tracked up, so they can actually get away from this pretty easily. Dust out, so Weaver is dusted. Oh, good toss is gonna. There's not quite a quick enough delta split, so there's a couple of hits onto the Weaver and the Undying. Ursa actually takes down the big guy. They've got to go north to get to the Weaver, but Ursa's like, you know what? I'm gonna farm.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, the Radiant top tier 3 is actually under really big threat here. It's already down to about half health. Tinker falls both to earth and to the grave.
Cut from the same cloth.
Hypnotic gaze on the Weaver. They're gonna get him up. They might get this kill.
He is the chosen one.
Time lapse back. Another ward. They know where the Weaver is. And the Fade Bolt's gonna catch him. Enigma is currently controlling this catapult to try and escape. It's not going to make it, but Asta gets a killing spree by taking down the Bounty Hunter in the mid lane. Pugna suddenly finds himself way deep in enemy territory. I don't know why he was that deep on his own. Meanwhile, Ursa finally does what Ursa's supposed to do and just breaks Roshan. So now we've got an Immortal Angry Bear, who, to be fair, did not have the greatest start, but he's caught up pretty well. Ooh, in comes the Tinker, and Ursa is gonna lose the Aegis. He comes back, but he doesn't quite hit the Blink Dagger fast enough. But Tinker's gonna let him be.
Everyone, go now.
Meanwhile, the Bounty Hunter and the Weaver both die just as we get here. Black Hole on one. Phantom Assassin's gonna have to jump away. Stifling Dagger hits the Enigma. Tinker on the backline is just acting as an artillery platform, but not going to save his buddy. Net worth. Of course, Tinker is leading. Okay then. Tinker is in trouble here. Can he escape? Yeah, he can. He actually gets... How did he get over there? Oop. Pugna actually ends up eating a bit of damage from his own nether ward. Thanks to the blade mail on the Undying, but the Undying is actually going to get a ton of his health drained. Tinker is suddenly in the middle of the fight. Hypnotic Gaze on him. Oh, most of his health just gone from the Stifling Dagger. The Undying has his... still in his golem form. Just ended, and there he goes. But he also has the talent, so he gets a tombstone on death. Tinker comes back. Chain Frost lands on him. Bounty Hunter's almost gone, but there's nobody here to capitalize on it. Because the only one left alive is the Phantom Assassin, who had to head back to base.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening.
Meanwhile, we get down here just as Enigma and his creeps destroy the tower on bottom lane. It's a Satyr Trickster. Or that's a Banisher, I'm sorry. Ursa trying to jump onto the Enigma, and it's actually going to work. The Malefice stun is not going to do anything. Tinker doing his level best to keep the push going, but see, Enigma's not missing. He's dead. Oh, he bought back. I say this started off pretty strong for the Radiant, but the Dire have slowly but surely been taking over.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Start by 13,000 gold, 13 kills, ironically enough, or oddly enough, and just about 10k experience. Although that said, Talala on the Undying has fallen, but Gogi goes right after him thanks to the Tinker. Laser comes out. There's a Dagon Blast to kill the Phantom Assassin. Lich is up next. So a lot of the area damage and a lot of the single target damage is gone. Actually, all the single target damage, really. Rubik steals Shadow Walk. He's already had to use it, so he's just trying to stay alive here. Lich does have his ultimate, so he can come back with a Chain Frost.
Your greetings. Something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Weaver hits the Shikuchi. Oh, but a jump forward from the Enigma, and Illidan is gone thanks to the combo of the Black Hole, the Dagon, and the Heat-Seeking Missile.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Tier 3 is gone. They're just going to go straight onto the barracks.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
Bottom racks for the Radiant. About to be half gone. I mean, it's already... yeah. There we go.
Bottom rack's gone.
Lich tracked up. Blinking Ursa straight on top of the Undying. He guts him like a rotting fish. Problem is, the Tombstone's still there, and the Tinker is just... like I said, the Tinker is just playing artillery platform right now. Both the bottom racks are gone. Lich has his Frost Armor. There's the Chain Frost. It's actually going to hit stolen Black Hole from Rubik. Whoa, that was a great steal. I didn't even notice that he'd stolen the Black Hole. Pugna's in trouble here. Shikuchi gets stolen by Rubik this time. And he's going to have to use it to run away. Stifling Dagger hits the Bounty Hunter, but the Shuriken Toss is still going to take down Illidan. Asta is in trouble here. He's got a Spirit Vessel and a track on him. He blinks away to the Rubik, who has to use Shikuchi to try and get out of here. Heart of Tarask now up on the Weaver. BKB just in time for Rebirth to turn and start fighting. Or for Asta to start fighting. Takes down Rebirth. Blinks away and takes down a Creep to get away. Oh, Ursa jumps on top of the Weaver, just starts gutting him. Hypnotic Gaze is going to keep him in place long enough for Gogi to end the fight. That's the thing. If Ursa can get on top of somebody, or if Lich can get a good Chain Frost, the Radiant have a ton of damage. They have some really good sustain thanks to the Pugna. If Pugna can stay back or get invisible while life draining onto a teammate, then it's a lot easier for them to fight. The thing is, they're now down by Radiant are now down by 15 kills, 16,000 gold, and around 14,000 experience. The Dire have a huge lead. There's no denying it. I mean, if anybody that plays in these games watches, I'm sorry, I do want to encourage people to keep fighting, keep trying, but I'm also not going to sugarcoat it and say, yeah, you're definitely going to make a comeback, because you might not. Lich just walks up. He's got a Chain Frost ready. He's waiting it. Ursa fighting the Undying and is actually going to get the kill there. Meanwhile, Pugna actually falls. What did Rubik steal? He steals Track. Hypnotic Gaze on the Bounty Hunter. Gives Rubik a chance to blink away. Turns around, Fade bolts the Bounty Hunter. And Phantom Assassin jumps forward, guts him. Lich goes down, but so does the Enigma. Currently it's been a 2 for 4. The only one left alive is the Tinker, who has to retreat back to base. He's now going to start. He's either going to start split pushing, or he's going to use the, or he's going to try and use the Shrine. Ursa turns and decides this is a great time for me to Roshan, but they already know. Thanks to the Weaver, who's Stifling Daggered, has to time lapse to get it off and get back all of his health he just lost. He's tracked up thanks to Rubik. Dagon Blast hits the Phantom Assassin along with the Heat Seeker. I was like, "Where's Roshan?" He's actually way up here. I didn't know he could actually go out of the pit that far. triple stifling dagger. One second. Oop, the Enigma actually falls to the bear. Here on the top lane, who's trying to push in. And Roshan falls again, this time to the Dire. Chain Frost, though, great location for it. The Bounty Hunter and the Weaver, they can't quite split fast enough. The Bounty Hunter goes down to the Phantom Assassin. That said, the Weaver has taken down both the Lich and Roshan. But the Bounty Hunter has fallen alongside the Undying. The Bear is still standing. Rubik is still in the middle of this. The Weaver Pugna falls to the Weaver, but oh, the Aegis gets used. Dagon Blast kills the Rubik, who buys back alongside the Pugna, and they're back into the fight already. Weaver gets picked up, thrown back towards his team, towards the Dire, or the Radiant. Missile hits the Ursa. Tinker blinking around, just firing off Heat Seekers left, right, and center. That was definitely a worthwhile buyback on both of the people that did it. That said, with the supers coming in on the bottom lane, when you think about it, Lich's new Frost Shield, I kept calling it Frost Armor because that's what it was for years. Lich's new Frost Shield is actually a lot like a cold version of Radiance. Enigma using his Eidolons and his stolen Dark Troll Summoner to destroy the lower shrine, and it's gone. Three-man smoke, but it breaks instantly because there's the Enigma. They get him found. Frost Blast, Hypnotic Gaze on the Enigma. He takes a huge amount of damage from that dagger, and a jump forward from the Phantom gets the kill. Along with an instant buyback from Dota 2. Ooh, good jump blink. Oh, straight under the Enigma, into the black hole though. But the thing is, Ursa's not taking much damage. He's going to survive this. And Enigma is forced to blink away immediately. When an angry bear like Ursa gets right on top of you, it's dangerous. Just because he actually took the extra damage on Fury Swipes. The Undying has his blade mail out, but it's not going to matter because the Phantom Assassin's here and doesn't care. Chain Frost only hits on the Weaver because he was still up in the air and too far away from an enemy for it to chain. Tinker comes in, just lasers and missiles everywhere as the Ursa falls. The Lich buys back. The Enigma and the Weaver are trying to get to this Phantom Assassin. They do. Phantom Strike gets her out of the way though. One missile is all it took. She's gone. Asta does buy back though. Pugna is down. Did Pugna buy back?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Can we pause, please?
No, Pugna did not buy back this time. Oh wait, yeah, he did actually. I think he did buy back recently at least. That said, Rubik is now gone as well. They could easily destroy this tower. There it goes. Weaver has just so much tankiness now. Frost Shield on the Phantom Assassin, not doing a whole lot of good. Just because she's now gone. Ursa did buy back, but the Bounty Hunter standing in the middle of this all. Ursa goes down as well. That's a dieback from the Ursa. He helped the Lich take down the Bounty Hunter, but that's a team wipe. All of the Radiant are dead, and none of them have buyback. They've all used it too recently.
Yo, good guy. Middle tower got down.
The Dire could turn this into a throne. They could turn this into
Under attack.
megas. Weaver picks up his Desolator, and they're gonna throne it.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
30,000 gold lead at the end of this.
Tower is under attack. Why is this so bloody difficult?
Oh, oddly enough, only about a 8k experience lead. That's interesting. Random black hole from the Enigma. And that's it, folks. The Dire walk away with this one before the Radiant can even respawn. Pugna just came back. But if you enjoyed, please hit a like or favorite the video, and let's leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. If you want to keep up with me, never miss any of my current series, and consider joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And also, if you have a match you'd like me to check out, please send me the match ID number you find it here at the bottom of the score screen. As for that, squaddies, I have been D. This one had a lot of fun moments, didn't it? But until next time, good night, and good gaming.